Hi, everybody. That's the first time I did it.
And we're going to keep this on the reel.
We can do that. We should do that. It's only fair. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to RVAsec 2023. Chuck Erman's guest. What's your name, young man?
Jake Kouns,
Founder of
RVAsec.
Now, I just spoke to Chris.
Yep.
Got a great history and background. We know your background.
Yep.
But I want to know your background, how you got into security. Because a lot of people come from different paths.
Yeah. That's a great question. I don't know if I want to answer all of that question, but yeah, I've been into computers for a long time, and so my sort of intro to all this was into the BBSs, the bulletin board systems.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah.
If you ever get a chance, Jason Scott, shout out to Jason, did a great documentary called the BBS Documentaries, and yours truly might be in a few
how cool.
parts of that. But yeah, started there. That was really when I got into computers and understanding how they were communicating and working and how they should or should not work. And
right.
And then it went from there.
Yeah, I had my first computer in 1984.
Oh, wow. Dude.
You might have not been born yet. Two floppy
I was
drives.
born. I am a little older. I'm a little.
Now, where'd you come up with the idea to start RVAsec? It's brilliant. I was telling Chris, it's my favorite show. It's easy. Everybody here is nice.
Yeah.
That's unusual for a security conference.
Yeah, you know, for the most part, there's a lot of conferences out there, and I was traveling all over the place, speaking at conferences, and there were things that I loved and things that I didn't.
Right.
And you know, a lot of it was great speakers and submitting talks that weren't getting accepted. And so we wanted to have a place to promote that kind of content.
Right.
But also, if you look at it, you've got your traditional sort of hacker culture sort of conferences, and then you got these like hardcore business-only conferences.
Yeah.
And we wanted a mix. And so that's what makes RVAsec so unique, is that there's elements of that hacker culture.
Right.
And then there's still a really great vendor expo. And so we're trying to bridge those two conferences. And that's what's made a lot of people have great experiences at RVAsec that they're not used to feeling.
I get the feeling that if I was a neophyte, I'd have a great time, and if I'm advanced, I have a great time. It seems like you hit the spectrum on who's attending.
Yeah, we try. I mean, sometimes it gets a little tricky when someone that's on the business side walks into a technical talk and they go, "What the heck did I just do?" So we have some of that, but from lockpicking to a capture the flag to a hackable badge. That's really, there's a lot of technical elements in talks, but there's also that business side, that networking side. So it does bring it all together, and I think that's why we have such a diverse group of people here that enjoy the conference.
And if you hear the technical talk and you don't really get it, you're going to learn it next week or next month when you hear it again. The vernacular. It's almost immersive training.
Yeah.
In a way.
It is. And I think the other thing here is everyone's sort of open and welcoming, and so it's okay to ask a question. And a lot of the speakers will stay after. They'll talk to you and try to break it down so you can understand how it applies.
Now, we met at Black Hat years ago.
Yeah.
I'm walking around with the camera and saying, people want to do an interview with people. Who are you and what are you doing that for? My side of the business has evolved. Everybody's a podcaster. Everybody's a video guy now. When you started the regional conference 12 years ago, fairly new idea.
Yeah.
Now there's people in that space, but were you kind of one of the first ones to do that?
Yeah, I think so. And right around that time is when Security B-Sides was starting up as well, and so that had just started to gain some momentum as well. So yeah, it was very early on, and then you saw quite a few event organizations decide that they were going to try to do a lot of those regional shows. But I think those are more productized shows, not kind of like this.
So, during COVID we had everybody going virtual, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They tried some virtual security conferences. I think it didn't work, not because of the technical thing. I have to see you in person. I got to trust you. I got to do eye for security, right?
Yeah.
But people do add components of virtual with the physical. You ever thought about, I don't know, streaming your lectures?
Yeah. So the interesting
or something,
is,
I don't know.
We don't make it public, but we do have all three talks being streamed.
Oh, okay.
And we've just been finding this balance that, the work from home hybrid, there's just all this debate, but there's something valuable about getting people together to have those real conversations. So we have it, if anyone, can't make it, unfortunately, or whatever. And then we do record everything and put it on our YouTube channel. So shout out to our YouTube channel. Every talk from the first year is there. And so you have technical talks, all of our keynotes, 101s, everything is out there because we want that material to live on and help train people.
Mr. Jake, our battery is going down. It's the last recording of the show, so I'm going to sign off.
Thank
and
you.
say thank you for having me again.
And
I
you know
just
what?
love it.
I appreciate that you're not wearing shorts. You're fully dressed. The first time at Blackout I met him, you couldn't see below, and he was just rocking the suit
I had the suit on top of the shorts.
And it was great. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. That's a wrap here at RVAsec 2023.
See ya.